So, hi everyone, welcome to Tuition Friend again, and we are continuing this series in a very simple English. I'm not talking very complicated words, but if you want to continue this in Hindi as well, you can comment it out in the comment section. But we will continue with the English so that anyone from all over the India and all over the world can access this playlist. So, this is our playlist, and today we will be going to see how we can build a new project. In the previous video, we have seen the installation part of the Angular. And after that, we have seen the NPM version and our Node.js version. Now, moving ahead to build a new Angular project, and we'll be going to understand few of the basic components of it. So let's move ahead. I'm your instructor Puneet Vasist, and here is the commands that we are going to use. So let's focus on one by one. Ng help is the command by which we will be getting few of the commands that we can use in our project. So it will help us to know what commands are being used in the project, or like how we can run our project, how we can create a new project. CD slash folder is nothing but your directory path you want to install your project, or you want to put your project, right? Now, ng new app name is nothing but it's the name of your application. App name is your application name, and new is nothing. Ng new is nothing but it is installing your new application. Ng we have installed. Ng is nothing but your Angular application, and ng new app name means you are putting a new application in a particular folder. That's why I put this cd slash folder, right? Then ng server is nothing but it will start your server, or you can say it will start your Angular application, right? So let's do this in the very easy way. Let me go to my desktop. Here I'm going to create the new folder named as Angular and underscore project, right? That's it. So what we am going to do now, I'm going to go inside this folder. You can copy this particular path, go to CMD. You can run it as administrator, or you can go easily in the simple way. Now what I'm going to do is CD and Control V. This will take me to this Angular project folder. Now I know I have the Angular. How I can check that? ng version, if I will run, it will give me everything. Angular, Node, package manager, NPM, Node package manager, everything it is giving. And we are working on the Angular 19 version, right? So let's go ahead and create one new project, right? So how to do that? Ng new. What is our project name? I'm going to give it name as Angular new project. That's it. If I hit enter, it will download the packages. It will ask me like, would you like to share pseudonymous usage data about this project with the Angular team at Google underscore, like under the Google privacy policy? I don't want to share that. Now it will ask me which language you will be using to style. So I'm using the CSS over here. So hit enter on the CSS. It is asking like I want to enable the server side rendering. I will letting you know what is server side rendering in the project itself. So here I'm going to push N, and then it is installing the packages whatever required for our application. So let's install it. And one important thing is whatever packages you can see over here, it is very, very much important if you want to run your application. Angular is nothing but your simple, if we say, if you are using the Java development, in Java development, you are using the Spring Boot framework. And with that only, if you are using your Angular, that means you are using the Angular for the front end only, right? Because backend you will be doing it with the help of Spring Boot, give you a lot of security, lot of features. We have a lot of things today as well, but still we have the dependency on Java. So it is saying that successfully initialized Git, right? Package is installed successfully, right? So let's check that. If I go ahead and do Angular new project, I think that one we have given. And let's go ahead. It is yes, we are getting into it. Now let's check it into the folder. We are inside the folder, and here we have the project where we have a lot of configuration file, Angular package, package log, tsconfig.app, tsconfig, tsconfig.spec. Okay. One more important thing which we will be going to discuss here is Angular is nothing but it uses the TypeScript where it converts automatically into the JavaScript and then it renders, right? So let me go ahead and open the VS Code. If you have the VS Code, you can directly run it, or else what you can do, you can go ahead on this and let me go over here and you can search for VS Studio Code download. That's the first website, and just hit download for the Windows 10 and 11. You can download it and install it into your PC. Right. So I'm going to install because I'm already having. And one more thing, if you have installed it, you do not have to do nothing. What you will do, you will go to this particular path, whichever the project path it is, and you can do code dot is nothing but in the current directory I want to open. So hit enter. It will automatically open your VS Studio Code. So that is the easiest way that you can follow. You don't have to do any drag and drop. You don't have to go to the file section and then open folder. Nothing. Just code dot is nothing but your current directory path. Right. So this is my project which opened here. Now one important thing is everything is there in the SRC for now. Whichever the file I'll be running, this is the app component.html. It is the important file which will be going to run on our UI for now. Why? First important thing, let's understand how it used to work. When we used to work with the Java technology, we have there a main class from where our program used to render or start, right? Here as well, first of all, if we run this Angular application, it will check into the index.html, right? So here we can see it is the app root. App root is nothing but your selector over here, and selector which we are giving where in the main.ts we are defining the bootstrap application as app component. App component where it is, go to the app component.ts. Here you can see we have given a selector as app root and the class as app component which we have added in the main.ts, and index.html is nothing but taking that selector. It is choosing that selector and selector is coming in the index.html. Here it is app root. So we got that in the index.html. What it will going to run? This app root. But what is the app root over here? Right? Let me make it easier for you. For an example, you go to any of the website, flipkart.com. That's it. Here you will see a lot of sections, right? Let us suppose you are going to any of the section, go to this man's grooming section, view all, right? Here you have a lot of components, right? You can see this is our different component, this is our different component. Here also we will be going to work on the component. Basically, we are using the framework to make our front end becomes easy, right? So that is why we will be going to work on the component, and what we are going to do, for an example, add.component.html is nothing but your component. You can define a lot of component which we will be going to discuss in our project, right? In the upcoming project, upcoming videos, right? So here what we are going to, how we can launch it. You go to the terminal, new terminal. Here only what you need to do, ng serve. That's it. Ng server is nothing but start your server. I want to start this application. Hit enter. It will ask you this kind of error. What you need to do? Install this. Okay, install this Angular language servers. That is asking for that because it do not know how it can do. Okay, so we have installed it. Let's close this one. Again, we need to go here and serve. Let's see, it is again giving me this. If you are getting this kind of error, this might be due to your antivirus policy. What you can do now, go ahead under the command prompt. Here only inside the project, we are already here, right? You can directly run ng serve. That's it. It will be going to run from the command prompt. Here also we were building it from the command, but inside the VS Studio Code, we are doing that. So, but in this case, it is running now in the on the 4200 port. We can change the port number as well in the upcoming video. You can see that. Go ahead, run this particular localhost 4200. That's it. This is your Hello Angular project. From where we are getting this, I have already told you, it will render the index.html. Inside the index.html, we have already given the selector, and the selector is coming from where? Selector is coming from this app component, right? App component TS. This is the selector for this component, and this component is basically loading the HTML into this index.html. We can change the app component as well. If I go to the particular file where we have that this one, hello title. Title is nothing but coming from your TypeScript only. We'll be removing that. We'll be putting Puneet, hello Puneet versus the teacher, or we can put the slash instructor of tuition friend, right? I know this will going to work. First of all, we need to save that. Hit Control plus S. It is automatically taking care of that. You can see over here, we are getting the hello Puneet, the instructor, the teacher instructor of tuition friend. So that is how we can run our application. This is the first application. Hooray, clap for yourself and comment it out in the comment section that yes, you have done it and you're continuing with me on this journey. So that is it for today, guys. We'll be seeing you into the new next video where we'll be going to understand a lot of components, whichever is here. You can see a lot of components are here, the angular.json, why we use package log JSON, package JSON, tconfig app JSON, tconfig.json. So these all are kind of things we are going to understand. One important task is we have .js for JavaScript, .ts for TypeScript. So that's it for today. And hit like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.